In this session, we will be talking about an overview of the DoD Metadata Registry, or MDR, version 7.5.0.2. As part of the overall DoD net-centric data strategy, the DoD CIO established the DoD Metadata Registry, or MDR, and a related metadata registration process for the collection, storage, and dissemination of structural metadata information resources. The MDR contains information resources such as XML schema documents, WSDL files, schematron files, access control policy files, which are new to version 7.5.0.2, XSL style sheets, OWL-based taxonomies, amplifying documents, sample XML documents and source code, and domain value documents. The new features included in MDR version 7.5 are improved documentation. We have added new frequently asked questions, tutorials, and accounts documentation. Support automation. Common support requests, such as locked and deactivated accounts, are easier to submit via a context-sensitive, pre-filled form. Schematron support. Schematron files can now be stored in MDR and used to validate XML files. Continuing with the new features in MDR version 7.5, we have added Submission Wizard. The package tool is rebranded as the Submission Wizard and has several usability improvements. Improved Federated Search UI. The federated search pages follow MDR standards for paging and sorting results. And other minor enhancements, defect fixes, and security fixes have all been included in MDR version 7.5. Access control policy support is a feature that is new with version 7.5.0.2. Access control policy files can now be stored in MDR. Use the Submission Wizard to designate information resource type as Access Control Policy. MDR users can discover the existence of policies via search. This is the Data Services Environment, or DSE Home. The Community tab is highlighted. The DSE provides you with access to capabilities including the DoD Metadata Registry, or MDR, the Net-Centric Publisher, or NCP, Service Discovery, or SD, the Enterprise Authoritative Data Sources, or EADS Registry, and Enterprise Service Management, or ESM. It links all these sites together and makes them available at all times, no matter which site you are browsing. The different capabilities are always accessible as tabs on the top of the DSE site. The capabilities still exist as separate entities, but with a unified look and feel. The menu bar for navigating the DSE is located along the left side of each page. Use the About DSE menu option to learn more about the data services environment. Clicking on the Metadata Registry tab will bring up your MDR homepage. Users can log into MDR using their MDR username and password, using their Common Access Card, or CAC, via AKO, DKO, SSO, or using AKO/DKO user credentials via SSO. First-time SSO users to the MDR will need to either use their existing MDR account or register for a new account. Click on the login link either on the menu on the left side or at the top right corner to log in to the MDR. The MDR login page is displayed. There are two different ways to log in directly to the MDR. You can log in with your MDR username and password, or with your Common Access Card, or CAC, that has been associated with your AKO/DKO account. In the Metadata Registry Password Login section of the form, enter the email address that you use to register with the Metadata Registry in the Username field. Enter the password in the Password field. After reading the terms and conditions, check the checkbox stating that you consent to the terms and conditions. Click the Login button to log in to the MDR. If you have a certificate associated with your account, you can log in using your Common Access Card, which will enable single sign-on or SSO capabilities. CAC validation is performed by the Army Knowledge Online, Defense Knowledge Online, or AKO/DKO website. The CAC infrastructure requires users to register their certificates with the AKO before they are able to log in to AKO or any other SSO-enabled system, including the Metadata Registry. In the CAC login section, after reading the terms and conditions, check the checkbox indicating that you consent to the terms and conditions. Click the Login button to log in. Once the user CAC is verified, a first-time SSO user to the Metadata Registry will need to either log into their existing MDR account or register for a new account. Once this step is completed, the CAC login is a one-step process which will automatically log in the user to their Metadata Registry account the next time they visit the site. In this case, I am going to associate my existing MDR account with my AKO/DKO credentials. The DoD requires that all users of the Metadata Registry request access to the site. To request a user account to the Metadata Registry, click on the Need an Account link in the MDR Password Login section, or click on the Register link at the top right corner of the page. The MDR account registration form is displayed. Enter the requested information in the form's fields. Information is required for fields marked with an asterisk. If you are a contractor, enter the date on which your contract began and the date on which your contract ends. Scrolling down on the account registration form displays the organization and support and the government sponsor sections. If you are a contractor, a government sponsor is required. If you are a member of the military or a civilian employee of the U.S. government, you can self-sponsor your MDR account. At the bottom of the account registration form, check the checkbox indicating your consent to the terms and conditions outlined in the DoD User Agreement. Click the Register button to submit your request for an MDR account. Once you have successfully logged in, the MDR homepage is displayed. The menu bar for navigating the Metadata Registry is located along the left side of each page. Placing your cursor over a menu option highlights the option. Within some of these menu options are submenus that are specific to the selected menu option. Placing your cursor over a submenu option highlights the option name. The MDR admin, NS admin, and COI admin links are only visible to users who have been granted administrative access to these areas. Scroll down the MDR homepage to see the Notable Information Resources and Feeds sections. The About menu option displays general information about the Metadata Registry. Scrolling down on the About the Metadata Registry page will show a list of the new features in version 7.5. You can access the Metadata Working Group information by clicking on the Working Group link on the sidebar menu. The Metadata Working Group Briefs page displays the Metadata Working Group information at the top of the page, and a listing of briefs after that. Scrolling down on the Metadata Working Group Briefs page shows instructions for subscribing to the Metadata Working Group listserv and a list of DSE documents posted with the document type of Metadata Working Group. To learn more about MDR and to find out about additional resources, click on the Help link on the menu on the left side of the page. The Metadata Registry Help page is displayed. This page provides links to the MDR Concept of Operations, or CONOPS, MDR User's Manual, the Administrator's Manual, Web Services Documentation and Samples, access to information about the MDR, access to the frequently asked questions, access to additional information about registering for an MDR account, logging into the MDR using CAC and SSO, access to information about creating and submitting data in the MDR, and access to information about other MDR-related topics. Many pages within the MDR have a help icon in the form of a question mark in the upper right corner. Clicking on the help icon displays a help window with information pertinent to the current page and the associated functionality. This is the context-sensitive help window for the notifications section on the MDR homepage. To close the help window and return to the current page, click on the X in the upper right corner of the help window. Select the My Workspace option from the menu on the left side of the page to view your dashboard. In the My Workspace section, you can edit your account, manage your subscriptions, manage your briefcase, and manage your certificates from this pane. The Recently Viewed IRs section shows the information resources that you have most recently viewed using the IR Details page. To view the IR Details page, click the IR name. The Metadata Workspace section provides access to any metadata-related items you have created, such as user-defined URLs, ratings, and relationships. From this section, you can also access information about systems that you are associated with. In the My Submissions section, you can view all of your package submissions and check their status. Pending will show any unapproved packages that are still awaiting action by an administrator. All will show every package you have submitted, regardless of status. Click on the search link in the menu on the left side of the page. The basic search page is displayed. Select the type of data that you would like to search for from the basic search list. The search option of All searches the basic fields of all registered IRs. The other options available are taxonomies and XML. Advanced search and federated search capabilities are also available. The advanced search allows you to specify additional search criteria, such as the fields that you would like to search and the namespaces that you would like to include in the search. Enter your search criterion in the form's fields and click the Search button to initiate the search. The federated search allows you to search for IRs in other registries that are part of the MDR Federation. This is a proof of concept operation that will initially be used for demonstration purposes. The View by Namespace page lists the namespaces in the Metadata Registry, their managers, and a link to view the information resources in the namespace. You can click on the Feed icon link in the lower right corner to subscribe to an Atom feed. To display the view, select the View by Namespace option from the menu. The View by Inventory page lists the namespaces and the number of IRs by type that are contained within the namespace. To display the view, select the View by Inventory option from the menu. The View by Inventory page displays a table with the list of namespaces in the left column and the information resource types across the top. The value displayed at the intersection of the namespace row and the information resource type column is the number of IRs for the particular IR type in the namespace. The View by Ratings page lists the namespaces and the number of IRs that have received a particular rating. To display the view, select the View by Ratings option from the menu. The View by Inventory page displays a table with the list of namespaces in the left column and the various ratings across the top. The value displayed at the intersection of the namespace row and the rating is the number of IRs that have received the rating in the IR. The View by Relationships page lists the namespaces and the number of IRs by type that have had relationships asserted. To display the view, select the View by Relationships option from the menu. The View by Relationships page displays a table with the list of namespaces in the left column and the various IR types across the top. The value displayed at the intersection is the number of IRs that have had relationships asserted. From the drop-down list at the top, you may select Is Similar to or Is Categorized by. The View by URLs page allows you to view the defined URLs for a selected namespace. The View Other Metadata page provides you with different options for viewing other metadata such as reference datasets and data elements. The Submission Wizard allows you to upload, generate, validate, and submit a package into the MDR. The key steps are to first upload the files, add security markings, enter the package information, validate the package, and lastly, submit the package. Select the Publish Submission Wizard menu option to use the Submission Wizard. To submit a package that was previously created in the Submission Wizard or a new taxonomy, select the Publish Submit Metadata menu option. The Submit Metadata page is displayed. Click the Browse button to select your files or the zip file to upload. Select the desired status. Click the Upload and Validate button. The Metadata Registry supports uploading and management of schematron files. You can manage the validation of the schematron files through the Schematron Validation tool, accessible from the Tools menu option on the left navigation bar. The Schematron Validation tool allows you to validate arbitrary XML files using your own schematron file or a schematron file located within the MDR. In this case, I have chosen to validate a file against a recently viewed schematron file called bookshop.sch located on the MDR. The Reports page allows you to run reports on metadata activity and assets. Communities of Interest, or COI, is a term used to describe any collaborative group of users who must exchange information in pursuit of their shared goals, interests, missions, or business processes, and who therefore must have shared vocabulary for the information they exchange. From the COI Directory menu, you can add or update COIs, view domains and mission areas, and view COI links. The COI's link lists the communities of interest. Domains are defined as subsets of mission areas and represent a common collection of related or highly associated information capabilities and services. The domain's link displays the domains of the COIs. Mission areas are a defined area of responsibility whose functions and processes contribute to accomplishment of the mission. The mission areas link displays the COI mission areas. The COI links displays the COI directory links for more information about COIs. The Feedback and Support menu option allows you to give us your feedback and to request support. The Feedback and Support link can also be found at the bottom of most pages throughout the DSE. The Feedback and Support form is displayed. Information is required for fields marked with an asterisk. Complete the subject and comments text field. You can indicate whether you want to be contacted by the help desk by selecting the Contact Me checkbox. Click the Submit button to send us your feedback or request for support. Please use the Feedback and Support link on the DSE for your questions, comments, and enhancement requests. You may also contact the Data Services Environment Support Team at the email address listed here. Thank you.